morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne Crypto, thank you for tuning in. Bitcoin rebounds. We're right back at it. Right back at $40,000 next. And we're here, guys. Shout out to Athlete and all the boomers out there. The markets are rebounding. Ether, Bitcoin, Polkadot, Cardano. We're going to be talking about all the altcoins and more, about the staking platforms, the dApps, the DeFi. The boom is coming to a coin market cap near you. Tune in to the frequency. Shout out to Athlete over there on DLive, the rest of the pumpers tuning into this live broadcast. We are preheating the ovens to 39,000 and beyond. Check out the charts right now. Bitcoin on the rebound. Attack. Earlier this week, we dropped down to 30,000. I thought maybe we would go under 30K. Anything's possible. But, the buy orders came in. The institutional investors came in and they started buying and gobbling up those sales. And we are right back at it. 39,743. The rocket booster turbo thrusters have been activated and Bitcoin appears to be ready to test 40,000. Shout out to Rudolph. Shout out to Luke. He says, Tim Draper, 250,000 Bitcoin 2022. I'd receive it. I like that. We got to get a 50,000 first. Shout out to Rudolph. Bitkowski. I like that. Good morning. I love Polkadot. Shout out to Rudolph. I'm trying to get more into Polkadot, learning more about it. I'm seeing some Polkadot projects associated with the Binance Smart Chain. You know, I've been dibbling and dabbling over there on Pancake Swap. I did a video about Binance Smart Chain, and I'm going to test out the options out here. Okay, guys, I'm not married to any one of these coins. I told you guys, this is crypto. This is not matrimony. Okay, make sure you're polyamorous with the coins. There's no reason to stay monogamous with the Crip Walk. Spread love. It's the crypto way. Let's check out the mathematics over here. Good morning to Rudolph, Luke, and Athlete. Guys, make sure you're touching the buttons. Caress those buttons for me. Button it up. Stay spruced up for 2021 and beyond. It's a kapump out here. It is a kapump. Let's bring out, where's my CoinGex? Or actually, you know what? I was looking at Nomics this morning. It's a little different here on Nomics. Different type of site. You got new assets, market cap gainers, Compound Die is moving, Voyager is booming. Athlete been talking about that. I don't know anything about that coin. Polkadot is making movements. Polkadot being what appears to be a competitor to Ethereum. It's a new kid on the block. It just entered the top 10 this last year, basically. And it's here, okay? And I'm starting to see more projects associating themselves with Polkadot. I'm not using it as of late, but I'm recognizing the gains. And it seems like there's something there. True USD's up, Sushi's up, the Graph, Loopring, and others. And you could scroll down here and you could check out the coin market caps, cryptos by market cap. Bitcoin there at 39.7, Ether at 12.12. Ripple, even Ripple's still there in the top 5 after getting sued at 29 cents. Polkadot making a charge out here, 12.37. Litecoin 154. Cardano at 31 cents. Cardano's even making movements. It seems like the next ones to bat are going to be Polkadot and Cardano as far as these smart contract platforms. I would imagine more DeFi projects being built. You got Binance Smart Chain out there. You got Tron. You got a couple competitors. Even EOS out there has some DeFi projects, but I'm starting to see some movement on Polkadot. Have you heard about Polka Swap, says Rudolph? No, I haven't heard of it, but it makes sense. I mean, it's the, I would assume the Uniswap. Every chain has their swap. You got Tron with just swap. You got Binance Smart Chain with the Pancake Swap. You got the XDAI chain with the Honey Swap. You got the ETH chain with the Uni Swap. And they got a couple other ones, the Sushi Swap and others. But everybody's swapping it out here. Shout out to my swappers. The swap meet, the crypto swap meet out here. You got Bitcoin Cash there at 520, Stellar at 30 cents, Chainlink at 1642, Binance at 41. We're seeing a lot of green today. And it's, guys, I mean, I said this before, I wasn't at all concerned of the pullback that occurred earlier this week. People were panicking, everything. The newbies. Not anybody here on our side, because we got crypto generals out here. But I see the newbies, the new guys, even the institutional investors started sweating because they're not used to, getting into the game, having 20% swings. We brush it off our shoulders. Hashtag Jay-Z, hashtag Timbaland. Okay, we brush it right off our shoulders. It's not a big deal. I told you guys, we can wake up at a $15,000 Bitcoin and I'll keep crip walking straight to DLive, okay, and straight to the swaps. Okay, it's not a concern for a champion like myself, for a champion like Rudolph, for a champion like Luke, like Athlete. We got 5-star general crypto maniac soldiers deep in the trenches. I'm not playing games out here. Hex is down at 0.01, but Hex has been performing, and I like that Nomics listens to them here. Okay, shout out to Hex. I was an unbeliever. Okay, I wasn't even a hater. I was just like, oh, I'm not interested. Whatever. But this one kapumped. It is what it is. It kapumped, and really, it changed the game for Uniswap and the certificate of deposit bond like staking contracts, and it opened the doors up for things like Wise. Okay, for things like Wise. Shout out to everybody using my Wise link referral down below, getting 10% bonus shares when staking. The global share price went up yesterday permanently. So shout out to those that locked it in yesterday using my link, because you get that extra 10% bonus shares when you use the link. And that's still available today. I mean, still early with Wise. It's still, month 1. Okay, so don't sleep at that. The earlier you get there, the early bird gets the worm, usually. I'm not anybody's financial advisor or crypto daddy, but it's certainly looking good. Compound DAI is up 162% out there. Compound making movements with Compound DAI. I don't know much about that one. Is that a newbie? You got Wrap Bitcoin, of course, Satoshi Vision falling down on the charts. You got Monero and others. Shout out to Rudolph. He says you're right about the swaps, right? There's swaps all over the place out here. Let's check out Dex Tools. Let's see what's swapping out over there on the Dexes. You can see dextools.io. This app tracks things from Uniswap and iDex over there on Ether. Trending coins right now, hot pairs, BSG, Kudos, Rock, POLS, and then of course Wise has been there. Shout out to everybody out there. Again, let me shout out Wise again, because there was some non-believers. I gotta say, there was some non-believers, and I'm not a fanboy. Okay, I'm just excited about that the project's working and that we got in early, and I let you guys know about it. You know what I mean? The insurance staking on Wise concerned me a bit. I believe I go for normal staking with half of my coins. What's your concern about the insurance staking? I mean, there's a cost, you know what I mean? And I talked about it yesterday. Insurance staking, there's a no penalty insurance staking option now on Wise Token, but they charge you 10% of your capital right off the top. I mean, it's not free. Insurance is not free out there, guys. You know the deal. They got to charge you something. So, I mean, if you're not interested in paying that fee, then, you got to lock and load it. But at least there's options. And then there's going to be a third option, guys. If you're not looking, it's going to be collateral staking. And basically what that would be is being able to use a stake as a collateral to receive a loan. Rudolph says the insurance staking, not getting the rewards concerns me. Yeah, I mean, listen, at least it's clear and defined. Here are the rules. You want to stake and be able to get out with no penalties. You're not going to be able to get your rewards till the end of the stake. So you do get rewards, but you're not able to scrape them the same way you would be able to scrape them with a normal stake. So the rewards are there, but you got to wait till the stake matures, till the stake ends in order to collect your rewards, as opposed to a normal stake where you could scrape your interest off the top without getting any payments, without losing your principal, okay? But there's always a but. Even in traditional staking, if you scrape rewards, yes, there is no penalty towards your principal, but you will lose staking your shares, okay? You know how everything works on shares, so you will lose a little shares, okay, but not your principal. Amazon joins the EOS blockchain network. Wow, okay. And I said this before, guys. I haven't referenced this as far as this, whether this being true. I assume it is. But, the fact that EOS and Block One positioned themselves right in Virginia, right outside of D.C., and that they've been rubbing shoulders with the politicians was a flag to me that maybe they would be involved in some sort of a higher regulation type blockchain, maybe a digital dollar or not. I don't know. And then you got Larimer, that recently quit Block One and says that, regulations and privacy is his concern. He doesn't want to, he wants to continue to build censorship resistance blockchain. So basically hinting that EOS and Block One, the route that they're going is not for him. So I'm wondering here if now, you know, EOS is going to go more of a traditional, a normie route, and then you're going to get, of course, you got Google Drive or Google Cloud or some sort of Google sect joined the blockchain as far as a block validator, and now you're saying Amazon. I don't, you know, I'm just going off of what you're saying. So I mean, you know, price wise, and maybe let's look at the price of EOS. Actually, let's bring it up. Don't sleep on EOS. I've been using EOS for a while. I was in since the Genesis block. You know, and I like Larimer projects. It's just a shame that it never really took off, you know. And EOS is really not doing much today. EOS is really not doing much today. It's there as number 16. It's up 5%. You know, it's basically flat. Now, I haven't heard anything about this news. Amazon EOS. Let me Google this. Yeah, I don't see it. Well, hold on. Yeah, I do see it. Amazon.com. Let me see this. Oh, these are books. Okay, so I can't verify that. If EVGENY, whatever your name, I'm sorry, Evgeny. I'm sorry if you have a link for that, let me know, because I want to read a little bit more about this Amazon, this rumor about Amazon that you brought up. It certainly sounds believable, but you know, I want to read more. Again, here's Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and recap some of these platforms that I've been using. I want to pull up Flow as well, Wise and Pancake Swap. Okay, let me go ahead and pull this up. So let's check out the swap. Let's check out what Pancake Swap. I'm staking cake over there. So you can see here I got about 2,500 cakes staked, and I'm earning in real time. And this is kind of like Flow on Bankroll. You can roll, you can compound and continue to earn on your stake. What's cool here is that you could always pull out your principal. My principal here is about 2,500 cake, excuse me, and you can unstake and get your principal back. Again, this is Pancake Swap. This is for the Binance Smart Chain. This is the equivalent of Uniswap on Ethereum. This one's a little different because it also has pools, lottery, NFTs, and IFOs, which is going to be a new token model. Okay, a new token pre-sale model that they're offering. So I'm going to keep an eye, and that's the reason I really got into this ecosystem, because I'm interested in trying to take a little stab at some of these IFOs. You buy new tokens with a brand new token sale model. This one was the last one. I wasn't able to get in on time on Hellman.Insure, but I do expect that there's going to be more. So, you know, Pancake Swap's been doing all right. Let me see the price. The price boomed yesterday. It kind of settled today, now that, you know, Bitcoin and Ether are starting to activate. And you know, it oscillates. You know, you got Bitcoin move forward, then Ether right behind, and then maybe a few days later, Bitcoin starts dumping, and then the altcoins start rising. So, you know, it does come in sets. Sometimes, I mean, you know, again, I could be wrong. So yeah, here's the cake. It's about 61 cents right now. And, you know, I got in under 60, maybe closer to 50. I don't know, maybe 49. I don't remember. But yes, this is the governance token there on Pancake Swap. And the reason that there's a utility for this token is that those projects that are going to be doing initial farm offerings are going to be requiring Binance and Cake liquidity provider tokens in order to buy the IFO token. So you could see how they take part in these IFOs, but this raises the demand for Cake and Binance tokens. Okay, so I'm basically waiting around for the next IFO to pop up, and in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I already got my Cake and I'm just staking it right here. So I got my Cake staked. If one of these IFOs pulls up, I'll unstake my Cake, provide liquidity to the BNB pool, and then use those LP tokens to get the new farm offering. And then, you know, as soon as it hits, Pancake Swap probably take some profits. Unfortunately, I went in very early in the beginning, and then I panicked when I went out, says Rudolph. Which one are you talking about? Which project? Which one did you panic? I'm sorry. You know, I'm saying so many things that it's hard to keep up with the chat. And remember, guys, when I read, there's a sort of delay out here. Okay, so when I'm talking, by the time it gets to you and then you type and it gets back, there's probably like a 10 to 30 second delay. So yeah, that's what's going on PancakeSwap. Check out the syrup pool and the farms out here. Okay, Rudolph said, yeah, PancakeSwap. Yeah, I covered it a while back, and, definitely hit its all-time highs back in September. It's since cooled off, but I believe that this new IFO model that they're offering here might bring some more attention. I mean, we've seen the demand rise here on PancakeSwap. Now, listen, something to note here. The Binance Smart Chain and Binance is semi-centralized. So they got their main centralized exchange, Binance, and then they've set up the Binance Smart Chain. So it's kind of like a DEX. It's like a DEX, but not decentralized. So they're calling it not a SEX or a centralized exchange. So it's a hybrid, So they got kind of their own blockchain running. So I think that they are the main validators for that blockchain. So, you just got to know what you're dealing with, guys. You know what I mean? This is not, I wouldn't expect it to be full censorship proof and, 100%, what's the word I'm looking for? Where the transactions cannot be reversed. I don't know if that's the case with this, but, you got to know what you're dealing with. Okay. You want true crypto? Buy Monero. Okay. You want true crypto? Buy Monero. Keep it 1,000 with you guys. So that's what's going on. Let's go ahead and talk about Flow. Okay, I'll tell you this one. This is one, I gotta admit, this is one I slept on. Okay, I mean, I got in, obviously, and I got in early, but it kept rising, and I just didn't catch my attention for whatever reason. This has really been successful for many people. I have about $1,000 of total value locked up. This one pays this one pays 1% APY on your BankerX token. So if you deposit BankerX, you're going to receive a 1% APY drip. So what it does is it burns your principal and then returns you 365% APY max payout. What you could do to increase that max payout is to continue to roll and compound your rewards. And that'll increase your total value lock and total max payout. But remember, the deposits are burned. So once you deposit, the only way you could get it back is at a 1% drip per day. Okay, but if you start doing the math, it makes sense. It could make sense. So again, I've been rolling and rolling. I've been rolling for like over a month, and I've claimed a couple times. You can see I've claimed. Well, the claims here include the rolls, but that's my strategy. I've done more rolls than claim, but now the price has gone down a little bit. But you know what it is. One is not able to join everything. I'm in Bankroll, Wise, UME, EFT, and Golden Chickens. There you go. Yeah, I'm not in UME. I've been checking it out, and I've seen the Golden Chickens. And, the Golden Chickens, it seems like a game, and I don't know what to say about it. It's so... what could you say? You're like, oh, I'm in Golden Chickens. You know what I mean? It's wild, but hey, if you're getting some profits, let us know. I've seen people in it, and I haven't seen anybody talk bad about it. And here's the thing, and I said this earlier this week, the trend is our friend. Okay, right now the trend is that there's a bunch of newbies, and most of them have a time that goes up. So I said this earlier. If you follow the trend and you basically you try out all the newbies, and then you get out at the beginning as well, you may be able to get some profits. I talked about this before, comparing this to the last bull run back when Ether started pumping at all-time highs, and it seemed like there was an ICO every day. Okay, the majority of those ICOs ended up being unsuccessful in the long term, but I'll tell you, the majority of those ICOs, if you got in them, the price went up like on the first month. So I'm applying that same trend logic here. What if you just got in everything and got out in the first month and just cashed out all to Bitcoin and Ethereum? Would you make profits? Maybe. Just treat everybody, don't get married to any of these projects and just use them for a stepping stone to get more bits and ETH. I don't know. That perhaps maybe is a strategy. I don't know. Crazy stuff, says Rudolph. One is not able to join everything. Yeah, there's so many things out there. So many things. It's like, even if you wanted to, it'd be so difficult. Even if you had even the capital to join all these things, it's like a time thing, just trying to figure it out. Like even getting on PancakeSwap, using the Binance Smart Chain, and getting the new wallet, doing the bridge, it takes a little bit of time to figure out what the hell you're doing. And I just to get into PancakeSwap, figuring out how to watch a few videos, I had to do a little bit of research, and there's a time cost involved with associating yourself with any of these platform, just a learning curve, you know what I mean? So that's what it is, guys. Let me go ahead and put some lemons here in the DLive chat box and pass them out soon. Guys, follow me on dlive.tv/champagne crypto. This is a crypto-friendly platform running on Tron and BTT, BitTorrent, and we use it, guys. And, you know, in these day and age, you got to make sure you got alternative platforms because they'll kick you off. You know the deal. For those that are watching me, okay, you ask yourself, how would someone with, 13 to 15, I don't know how many subs I got, 14, 15,000 subs, okay? It's like, it got stuck there at one point, and then in fact, I started losing subs. You say the wrong thing on one of these networks, you're shadow banned. Okay, it's real simple. So I mean, if they could do it to Donnie, if they could kick Donnie off, imagine what they could do to you that you don't even know. So that being said, instead of being a complainer, okay, make sure you have multiple platforms. Okay, so if they burn you on this platform, you go to another one. Follow me there on dlive.tv, guys. That's what I'm talking about. dlive.tv/champagne crypto. And let me pass out these lemons. Distribute rewards. Shout out to Athlete, the rest of the boomers out there. Check out Bitcoin's charts. 39, about to hit 4,000, it appears. And let's see Bitcoin against ETH. My favorite pair to watch, really. 0.03051. Okay, let's look at the technicals here. They're still bullish. Buy for the 1 day, buy for the 1 week, and buy for the 1 month. I'll tell you guys, this is the, the thing is, let me be honest with you guys, okay? I'm more Bitcoin dominant in my portfolio than I am ETH. I like them both, okay? And in fact, if you ask me honestly, I do believe that the short term to mid-term gains for Ethereum will be greater than that of Bitcoin. But, my confidence in Bitcoin for the long run is still higher than everything else. So it's that dance, like, how much bits to how much ETH, maybe some of you guys could chime in. Like, how do you spread out the Bitcoin and Ether love? The market spread it out like this. They got, the dominance is 68% Bitcoin and 13% ETH. I think that's a little bit Bitcoin dominance, I'm wondering if an 80, more of a 20%, because you got to hear, 68 plus 12, what's that? That's 80%. And then the rest, the other 20% in alts. I don't know. Like, how do you guys split it up? Some people are going 50-50 Bitcoin ETH, which may be a strategy. 50-50 Bitcoin ETH, and then the rest, let's say you had 10K, maybe you do 4 on bits, 4 on ETH, and then 2 on alts. Let me know how you guys are splitting it up again. This is, and the question here is, the Bitcoin to Ether ratios. Let me pull up Wise, the last one. Show you guys what my staking rewards for what I've earned on my stakes already. Show you guys. So I got 2 regular stakes. I haven't done any insurance staking or anything like that. I got 2 stakes, 2 25,000 Y stakes. So these, the total of these, do the math. This is, maybe like, I would say maybe 50 grand worth. I'm not sure. It's definitely, significant amount. At least to me it is. Some people maybe not. But anyhow, I've earned on my first stake that I created 14 days ago. Okay, so I've been staking for 13 days. You create a stake, and then the next day is when it turns on. So I created it 14 days ago. I started earning 13 days ago. I've earned on 25,000 Ys, 90 Ys in about 2 weeks. Okay, so this will be, about double that in a month. So it's about 180 a month on that one. A little less on this other 25,000 one because I only staked this one for a year. I got one for 455 days and the other one for 1 year. So, I mean, listen, if I can earn 100 Ys plus on each of these stakes per month and then be able to get all my principal back after the year, and if the price of Ys even stays the same, it wouldn't be that bad, So it's something to consider. Again, I got the link down below where you get an extra 10% bonus on your shares. Okay, you see the share price just went up about 10% yesterday. This is permanently. It will never go down. This is the way the contract's made. So you want to lock in these share prices now before they go up. In general, says Rudolph, 80% stocks and 20% in crypto, around 50% in Bitcoin and 50% in altcoins. Okay. I like your answer, but you didn't answer my question. How much Bitcoin to Ether? And I understand that Ether is an altcoin, but for the purpose of this question, it's not. It's just it's by itself. So Bitcoin to Ether. And it's funny, you got 80% in stocks, 20% in crypto? I don't know about that one, Rudolph. You're telling me you're 80% more confident in the stock market than you are in crypto? I don't know about that. I'll be honest with you. In my opinion, USD is, I would have it the opposite. In your case, it'd probably be 20% stocks and 80% in crypto. I know some people can't do that because they got funds locked, IRAs, retirements, etc. But just look at the math here with Bitcoin year to date compared to the traditional stocks, guys. And with the hyperinflation, the US dollar is going to be declining. So year to date, year to date is January 1st. We're already up 36% year to date, by the way. Can you say the same for stocks? Probably not. But thanks for your answer, Rudolph. I appreciate it. And it's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that answer. A little more stock heavy than I expected. But hey, I mean, I can't hate on the stock. I got stocks too. I mean, you guys know I got some Microsoft or whatnot. Yeah, but at this rate, guys, I'm not really interested in USD. I mean, like, why would someone save USD at this point? Just get a crypto piggy bank. $10 every week into BTC or ETH could be a strategy. Crypto Manic says 90% ETH, 10% BTC. Wow. See, that's a little bit aggressive. I mean, a lot of bit aggressive. See, that's a little bit too much for me. And I just finished saying that I'm confident in ETH. That it should go faster than Bitcoin, but I'm not, that much more confident. So, right now I'm kind of torn between going 50-50. Right now I'm more dominant Bitcoin. I don't know what the actual math is, but it's definitely, I got more BTC than ETH, and I'm just questioning whether it's time to do 50-50. I don't know. Did I distribute these lemons? Yeah, Athlete got the lemons. Kaboom. All right, Athlete. Kaboom, Athlete. All right, guys, we've been on for almost 30 minutes. I'll take a few more comments and questions. I gave you guys the rundown over there. Pancake Swap, Bankroll Flow, Wise Token. Did I link you guys with the Flow referral? I haven't really talked much about the Flow referrals or whatnot. It's down here. It's buddy only. I mean, there's only like 2 people on the team because I haven't really much talked about this. And I'll tell you, I kind of regret it because it did really well. But like Rudolph says, I mean, you can't catch them all. I mean, and I was in there, but I wasn't, just so many things spinning and that, I didn't notice that it boomed so much, So anyhow, at least we're in and we haven't lost. So, there's the link to Bankroll, the buddy address or whatnot. Rudolph says, from my point of view, stocks are more stable. I would sleep more well when I know my complete portfolio is more secure. I'm in Bitcoin for years, all ups and downs, and at some point it drives you crazy. Hey, I get it. But, I could say the same thing about stocks. You know what I mean? Like, and the fact that the dollar continues to get devalued and it's right in your face. Bitcoin continues to grow over time. And I know the volatility is a lot more, but so are the gains. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't get you wrong. I love you love crypto. I get it. I'm just trying to share how I look at it. I'm just like, I understand that crypto drives people crazy. I get it because the volatility is wild, but USD drives me crazy when you start seeing, the traditional system drives me crazy. But I get it, Rudolph. I get it. At least you're in Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Not as much as I would like you to be, but at least you're in, and that's the bottom line, But yeah, congrats to Rudolph, Crypto Manics out there, and the rest of the boomers. I appreciate all you maniacs. Stay strong out there, guys. We're right back at it. Bitcoin there at 39K. And it appears to me like we're going to test 40,000. The bigger question here is, where's the top of this bull run? And I said before, before we hit 40,000, last week, when we were back like, I guess 28 or 30, I said, yeah, we could probably go to 35, 40, and maybe we'll crash back down to 20, or maybe even as far as 15. But, obviously the bull run has a little bit more legs than I agree. Okay. And it's a possibility that we may go to 60,000 here. Okay. There's a strong possibility. I mean, 50,000 is definitely on the table. So it's, what's the top, and then we're going to hit a top and then we're going to crash like 50%. We imagine we hit like 60, 65, and then we crash back down to 30, 35, Rudolph says, agree. But if, for example, if Amazon missed the financials, they will drop by 5%. But if Bitcoin and these coins can drop easily by 30% in 5 minutes. Yeah, no, you got a solid point, You are trying to avoid the volatility. I get it. But it's just as easily as it dropped 30% in 5 minutes. I mean, it can gain 40% in a few days. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that Amazon obviously continues to grow or yada, yada. But let's pull up Amazon year to date. Or 1 year at least. It doesn't say here. Yeah, if high a 52-week high is 35.52. We're below that high. So, So there you go. I mean, you're holding Amazon for a year. Yeah, it's stable, but you're losing. Where's the gains here? Did Amazon split? You can see the performance, but when I click on Amazon, it doesn't show me the performance just as easy as here. Let me see if I click this. There it is, performance. 1 year is 68%. So if you've been holding Amazon, yeah, all you said is true about the volatility, but you've only gained 68%. You're talking about Bitcoin. It's been a wild ride, but you've gained 304%, guys. So I don't know. The 80-20 split doesn't make sense to me when the pot is so big for Bitcoin. You got to consider the size of the pot when you take a risk, and the size of the pot is significant with Bitcoin. Rudolph says, I have to admit it's boring. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'll tell you this too, and forget stock. I was talking about to this offline for all my stock maniacs and USD maniacs. Guys, have you guys realized one thing, that a lot of these platforms are paying over 10% APY on stable coins? Why would you even get into stocks or traditional investments when you could easily just buy stable coins and lock them up on one of these dexes and earn 10, 12, 13. Some of them are over 15% on your stable coin. And that's stable coin, guys. So you don't got to worry about volatility. I think this has gone over a lot of people's heads. I told this to somebody offline the other day. They're like, are you serious? Are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, you really can. I mean, how about DAI? You could go ahead and stake DAI, which is a stable coin. I think they're paying what on Compound? What are they paying on Compound? 13, 14%? On Celsius, what are they paying? So, I mean, if you're a USD maniac and you're still valuing yourself in USD, well, you could still use the blockchain. You know what I mean? And stake stable coins. I mean, using the traditional banking system, to me, is not the move. I'm going to pull up these APYs here. Let me find out the markets for you. Just off... Okay. This is just on Compound, which is, one amongst many decentralized platforms. You could receive on your DAI, if you supply it for lending here, you can get 10.82% on your DAI. Okay, and this is on Compound. There's other protocols that offer a higher rate. You tell me a bank that's going to pay you 10% on your stables. Look, USD coin. This is, you know, like you get paid 7%. Tether, 7%. DAI is the move, though. To me, DAI is the more solid stable coin because DAI is actually backed by ETH. As opposed to Tether, you don't know what's going on with Tether. Rudolph says, I got to jump to a meeting. See ya. All right, Rudolph, have a good one. I'll see you soon. But yeah, like, check that out. Where's, let me see, BlockFi, Nexus. What are they offering? Earn interest rates. Let's see. US dollar Tether, they're offering 9%. USDC, they're offering 8.5%. Okay. That's on BlockFi. Let's look at Nexus. And this is all for stable coins, guys. Why would anybody be using a bank? Banking on crypto. That's what it is. Let me see this. Pull this up. See what the rates are. So this one you can borrow on cash and stable coins. They don't have their. Let me see if I can pull this up. Earn. Oh, it shows you. Earn on crypto. Earn on. Let me see here. Okay, so there you go. 12% APR on DAI. 12% on USDC. So guys, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? This is pretty chunky. Voyager offers 8.5% APY on USDC and 5.5% on BTC. They offer an extra 1% if you hold. Awesome. You see, that's a new one. I haven't even heard of Voyager. So there's a lot of them. And going back to what I'm saying, so if you're playing the USD game, okay, and you still want to have that stability, then you may want to consider stablecoin interest. Because, I mean, like, why not? Have you heard of Ledger Nano? Can you explain this? Yeah, it's just a hardware wallet. There's nothing to explain. It's just it's a hardware wallet that allows you to store your cryptos. Oh, okay, but hold on. There's a catch here. There's a catch here. Earn in Nexo, but if you don't earn an Nexo, it's a little less. But nevertheless, it's still more than other platforms. So yeah, for those that are still, valuing their life in USD, there's ways to that as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bunch of institutions that are fronting like they're a bank, taking people's money and then staking it in crypto. And then they're kicking them back, 3-4%. Because, in the traditional banking game round, the interest rates are to the ground. They're like 2%, right? Like, I don't know, or less. Let's, put them down. They're less than 5%. Pretty incredible. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast. Shout out to Sunflowers, Athlete, Rudolph, and the rest of the boomers. Drop a comment down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in.